morning, everyone, and happy Sunday. The greatest, one of the most peaceful time of the week. Unfortunately, tomorrow is the dreadful Monday, and we got to get back to our work routine. So hopefully this is going to give you a little bit of entertainment and whatnot. Some sweet news that I kind of developed throughout my time of week number 4. And it has been a very interesting week 4. Tides have turned, things have changed, and I got a new medical illness. Dun, 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 dun. I'm wearing the gloves so it doesn't spread. And it's very unfortunate. It's going to be a while until that kind of fixes itself. And I'm like, is something after me? Am I really that big of an asshole that someone is voodoo dolling me, wanting me to get hurt? Who knows? Ain't going to stop me. Some things I'm going to highlight for week 4 itself is some news. Some great news. When I go into the extension part of today's video, because it seems that a lot of people do like the exercises, and which is great. I've been making up some new exercises throughout each week, and I did reach my first goal, which is 0 degrees on the extension portion of my leg. And hopefully that does result in me not getting a limp, because I do not want a limp. And that was my main focus. And my PT, big man Kevin, was stating once you kind of heal one aspect, either extension or flexion, respectively, he wants extension done first. The second aspect becomes easier. So that's good news. I feel confident in 0 degrees, and I've made different exercises to help individuals to kind of achieve that. It was really tough, but I'll elaborate more during that portion. Second news, me and my old man, we had a kind of discussion, and I'm going to post the news to kind of introduce this video, and you'll see when I post it online, is I want to do something. My dad's recovering from an injury. He's a fellow Navy vet. He was a seaman in his life. So I had to outdo him and join the Army, which was a big mistake. I should have joined the Air Force. We're gonna make a bike, I guess, journey for ourselves. Before my incident, we were biking a little bit because I wanted him to get back into shape. Obviously, right now I couldn't do it, and he has been lacking in that department. Working hard, but lacking in the exercise department. So I told him, how about, and I talked to big man Kevin, my PT guy. I was like, realistically, when will I be able to start biking on my own, leisurely and whatnot? And I told Kevin the idea, and he's like, oh man, that sounds dope. He said, conservatively, you can probably make and do that kind of a journey around September 18th. And that's ballpark estimate. Things might change. Life might change. My leg might not be as good enough position. And also this task itself might be gruesome. I'm planning on doing this event and raising some money. Last year, before my deployment, I did the Bike for Arts trail. Ride for the Arts, and that was a 70-mile bike ride from Milwaukee to Port Washington. That was pretty tough itself, and I had 2 good legs. I was in great condition, and that was tough itself. This year, the cause is I would like to make a reasonable goal, $300. A third is going to go for individuals and family members that went through a loss from the coronavirus. I didn't want to donate to the whole finding a vaccine because, trust me, that department doesn't need money. But at least a little bit of portion to families that have suffered through a loss. I had a co-worker husband who just passed away, and that's life-changing. And sometimes life insurance isn't there. Bills accumulate, and funerals are not cheap. So a little portion is going to go into that. Another third is going to be going to a kind of different department, but it's the mental health area. People that are challenged through their mental health, and sometimes gets the best of them, and it leads into very long therapy programs. And honestly, my biggest challenge through this injury was my mental game. I'm a very advocate person. I'm always out and about, and being stuck in one location, especially for work too, your brain starts losing it, and your aspects of mentality start to dwindle. And I got family members that go through mental diseases, and it's not fun. So a third is going to be going to that field. And lastly, coming back from my deployments and having an internship at the Toma VA, and even David Goggins, he donates a lot of his events, doing some crazy distance, is to the Wounded Warriors. A third will be going to the Wounded Warriors. So my goal is to make it $300 between when I initiate the event on GoFundMe until the start date of the event. So yes, it might change, but at the end, I'm recovering, and I want other people to kind of see how this process is challenging, but there's always going to be a brighter side. If you let time do its thing, you do your part, things will get better. And that's kind of the main reason why I want to donate money and kind of leave a message. Me and my old man, I know I'm ranting, I know I'm talking, so this is going to be a majority of the video. It's kind of talking about this aspect, a little bit of PT, and I'm going to wrap it up for week 4. Anyway, the journey itself is, we're thinking of doing the Oak Leaf Trail. Right now, I'm going to kind of, after this, actually, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But during the screen, you're going to see the Oak Leaf Trail. And I'm going to kind of highlight the whole trail itself. The Oak Leaf Trail is made out of different trails around Milwaukee. And I was looking at it, and you can do bits and pieces of each trail. And that whole route itself goes around Milwaukee, around different suburbs around Milwaukee, and it's about 102 miles. And I'm like, oh my God, might be a little bit tough. The end goal is to work to that point where me and my old man can do it in one day. And we might spread it out through the day, but it'll be ideally one day, and I would be very pleased. But like I said, I don't know how my leg's gonna feel. I don't know if his body can keep up with it. Second, we might break it up in 2 days. We might do it on a Saturday and a Sunday type deal. Ideally, that's not the one I want to go to, but we got to make this reasonable for ourselves, because I'm coming from an injury and he's also coming from a shoulder injury. He had his rotator cuff. Some ligaments were torn, and he had to get surgery for that last year. So he's coming up from his own rehab itself. And ideally, that's kind of the details of the journey itself. There's the old man himself. Say hello. It'll work. Anyways, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Support me. You got 2 legs, and you been supporting me. He's got some project that he's doing. That's pretty much it for details. I'm gonna make the GoFundMe account, the GoFundMe event, hopefully today. I'm gonna work on it, and I'm thinking of some names. That's been the kind of the troubling aspect. I guess the race through COVID. I'm kind of liking that, because COVID's still around. Who knows? And I'm gonna think of the name. I'm gonna make the flyer, send the details. I'm gonna attach it to the video. So this video might take a little long to process. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the exercises